Hello, good morning. Welcome to the meditation live stream. This is Scott. Here on my channel, we're working with awareness in the different dimensions of our being. I like to call them the four dimensions, or the like 4D awareness meditation. So our body, our emotion, our mind, our relationships. And here on my channel, that's what we do. We work with a guided practice. But first, I'd like to give a brief talk, and today we'll go for about 50 minutes. And today is the 4th of July here in America. It's the 250th year anniversary. And America is very young when you think about it, compared to some of the cultures throughout the world that are much older. But what we have, I think, is a unique opportunity in America to make some interesting changes over the next 50 years, you could say, and get up to our 300th year anniversary. If you think about the kind of value that's possible to expand beyond just monetary value. So if we just think in terms of God as money, we need to expand our understanding of value, the almighty dollar, you could say. We need to include more kinds of value in our life that are not necessarily connected to finance. And I think this will change the kind of collaboration that humanity will be able to achieve over time. I think creativity, for example, doesn't really function in a financial way. It seems to come from, in my opinion, a spiritual place. If creativity we tune into, to use a really crude metaphor like an antenna, we tune into our creativity. The value of that creativity is that it's essentially like creating something from nothing. Much like the Big Bang in like a widely accepted scientific theory of the creation of the universe happened in a Big Bang. Something came from nothing. It's sort of like a granted miracle that we all get, this something from nothing kind of phenomenon where any person can tap into their creativity and express it. And so I think we need kind of like to expand the boundaries of value in our own personal life. The way to do that, in my opinion, is through awareness. When you expand what you are aware of, you become more able to understand yourself and others. You can make better choices. Better choices create a better life for yourself and for others. I often use the metaphor of driving. There are people, when they drive, they make choices that impact their own safety and the safety of other drivers. They're not really using awareness in such a way where you can determine whether or not your choices are impacting others. If you were aware of how your choices impact others, the chances of you driving in a reckless way, you could say, are much less. The more aware of a driver is of their choices, the better possible outcomes of their trip, you could say, And so, the work here we do on my channel is four-dimensional, the four dimensions of our being. We have these dimensions for a reason, and they're like the gifts with which to create the kind of life that you want to create with yourself and others. And so that's what we practice here on my channel. So welcome. If you're joining here again, thank you for joining me again. And I appreciate your company as we practice. And let's start. So let's begin with energy clearing. So crossing your legs at the ankles, and then also here up at your hands, bringing your hands crossed into your chest. You can begin with deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. This is a great Donna Eden technique for clearing your energy body. begin to feel the energy building up into your hands. Very good. We'll do 3 more. Great. Then coming out of that, and then flicking away from your body, you can feel the energy releasing, discharging like static from your fingers. Awesome. And then bringing your hands together in prayer position, you can repeat after me if you like out loud or silently to yourself. I release all energies, thoughts, emotions, intentions, and frequencies that are not mine back to Source. I release any impacts that are no longer for my highest good to myself, my environment, and my personal effects, any energies, frequencies, thoughts, emotions, intentions that are not mine, back to Source. Very good. And then we'll begin now with practice. With your eyes closed, gently placing your attention on your physical body, becoming aware of your body sensations. You can feel your body's subtle movement, temperature, tingling and pulsing, a sense of aliveness and presence. You can feel your body's contact with the earth, your connection with the planet. We could begin the art of feeling and softening, the practice of feeling your body and softening. A very useful technique. On the in-breath, beginning to feel your body. Then on the out-breath, softening and melting down through your body and into the earth. And the softening and the melting can be kind of like this light or this healing honey that as it travels down through your body, it cleanses, heals, purifies, and makes whole as it travels down through your body and into the earth, where the earth receives that energy and recycles and transforms it. with each cycle of breath, you get a little bit lighter, a little bit brighter, and you melt just a little bit deeper into the earth. And you begin to add a pause, if you like, to your practice on the in-breath, feeling your body. Out-breath, softening, melting down through your body into the earth. And at the end of the out-breath, you can pause, beginning to notice a kind of deep listening or deep sensing develop. Just noticing a kind of stillness, sensing the stillness inside and outside you. Feeling and softening is a great technique, very useful in times of stress and overwhelm. You can always practice feeling and softening and take a moment here and there throughout your day and practice returning to your body, feeling your body, and then softening and melting into the earth. And bringing your attention up now into your heart space, the center of your chest. You can imagine as though you're breathing directly in and out of your heart. And on the in-breath, feeling your heart. And then on the out-breath, softening and expanding your heart. Whenever we move intentionally into our heart space, there's always a sense of tenderness and warmth there, and especially noticeable when two or more people are gathered. It's the place where heaven and earth meet in our hearts. Very good. And coming in contact with your emotions, you can notice what's present for you emotionally right now. And without trying to change how you feel, fix, or cling on to hold on to how you feel, just letting your feelings be felt just a little bit in the shared space. You could be feeling any of the 5 main cardinal emotions like anger, sadness, fear, joy, or shame. You could also be feeling numb, which is another valid emotional experience. And if you like, you can add in a pause in your practice on the in-breath, feeling your heart. Then on the out-breath, softening and expanding your heart. And then at the end of the out-breath, you can pause. And notice the vast, open, warm, spacious quality of your heart. Sort of like this field of heart space. Between that and the next in-breath. Wonderful. And then now bringing your attention up into your head, feeling your head on the in-breath. Then on the out-breath, softening in and around your skull. You can, if you like, imagine as though you're breathing directly in and out of your third eye area, in your forehead, between your eyebrows. Or the crown, the top of your head. Whatever feels correct for you. And just feeling on the in-breath and then softening in and around your skull on the out-breath. Coming in contact with your thoughts, you can notice how busy or active your mind is. Sometimes in meditation practice, our minds are very busy. Sometimes they're very calm or peaceful. Either way, you just learn to practice disengaging or remaining uninvolved with thoughts, just allowing them to move on by. And if you notice that you're actively thinking, you can always practice what I call returning. Returning to your body, feeling your spine, your body's contact with the earth underneath you for grounding and anchoring. Very good. And you can practice the pause like we've been doing. So on the in-breath, if you like, you can feel in and around your head. Then on the out-breath, you can soften in and around your skull. And then at the end of the out-breath, you can pause. And in that pause, you can notice almost like your whole head disappears, and in its place, the entire sky is gently resting on your shoulders. Very good. And before we move on, today we'll practice a new technique that we haven't quite done yet. So it's called the light breath. And it's pretty simple. So on the in-breath, you imagine your body being filled with light. And then on the out-breath, you imagine your body emptying of light, sort of kind of dispersing that light around you. So on the in-breath, becoming bright and light inside. And then on the out-breath, diffusing that light all around you. If you'd like, you can tune into the light currently, either coming in through your window or wherever you are. In-breath becoming light, out-breath releasing light all around you. tension has crept back into your practice, remember you can always practice feeling and softening. And just noticing on the in-breath, and then on the out-breath, softening and dissolving that tension and down through your body into the earth. And we'll just practice a few more rounds of light breath. On the in-breath, imagining light or feeling, tuning into the light around you. And then on the out-breath, dissolving that light into the environment, just shining that light around you. Very good. And then from here we can gently open our eyes. Gently opening your eyes. And we'll take a moment together with our eyes open to appreciate all of that practice we've done with our eyes closed. And we'll work now and practice in the relational space, the space of outside and inside, eyes open. And what we do to practice here is on the in-breath, feeling around you, the space outside you. And then on the out-breath, feeling inside you, the space inside. And just practice noticing the distinction, feeling outside on the in-breath, and then back inside on the out-breath. You can notice that it could be easier to feel outside rather than inside, or vice versa. It could be easier to feel inside rather than outside. And just noticing what it's like for you. And from here, if you like, you can add in qualities to your practice. Qualities are like these feeling states, practicing feeling them and accessing the qualities of the state. And they are love, compassion, gratitude, forgiveness. You just practice sending and receiving the qualities. So on the in-breath, feeling love, compassion, gratitude, forgiveness around you. And then on the out-breath, feeling love, compassion, gratitude, forgiveness toward yourself. You just practice offering and then receiving the qualities. You don't have to do all of them. You can pick one or two. It's up to you. So feeling them around you on the in-breath and then feeling them for yourself on the out-breath. Wonderful. And then from here we can set our prayers, our intentions for the day. I'll be quiet. You can do your intentions and prayers first. May this practice that we do transform our life, offering up the best possible outcomes for healing and transformation, and ripple out into our community, transforming our culture and our systems. Amen. Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining me. Have an awesome day. And if you celebrate the July 4th holiday, be safe and have a blessed, beautiful celebration. I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.